Have you ever opened your kitchen drawer, grabbed a Tupperware container with the confidence of a warrior heading into battle, and then spent the next 48 minutes of your life trying to find the matching lid? Yeah, my friend, you are not alone. It happens to me, it happens to you, it happens to everyone. And that's where it all begins, because this, listen closely, is not a coincidence. Seems like just a harmless domestic inconvenience, right? A silly little quirk of modern life. But what if I told you that this tiny daily frustration is just the tip of the iceberg of an international, ancient, and, brace yourself, intergalactic conspiracy? Believe it if you want, or better yet, dare not to believe. You really think the billion-dollar plastic container industry, the one that figured out how to make containers that survive microwaves, dishwashers, time, and space itself, still hasn't managed to standardize a simple lid? Please, my friend, that's not incompetence, that's deliberate, calculated, orchestrated. By who? Buckle up, grab a glass of water with a lid that obviously doesn't fit, and prepare yourself for the truth. Let's break it down. First, have you ever noticed that no Tupperware set is ever complete? Never! There's always a lid missing or one too many. It's like a math problem where the correct answer is total, absolute chaos. And why is that? Because there exists a secret society known only as the Keepers of Domestic Chaos, TM. These individuals or entities, because I seriously doubt they're even human, have operated from the shadows since ancient times. Censored documents strongly suggest that even the Egyptians had clay pots with no lids. Coincidence? No. A clue. Second, have you ever tried organizing your Tupperware drawer? You spend half an hour on it. Everything neat and perfect, and 2 days later, it looks like a tornado ripped through there. Obvious explanation? You or your family are disorganized? Of course not. The real answer, my friend, is much darker. The lids move by themselves. The technology exists since the 1960s. Agencies like the CIA, the FBI, and yes, even the Vatican have been investing in research on reverse spatial memory polymers. Yes, you heard that right. Plastics that camouflage, change shape, and teleport discreetly. The original goal? Military espionage. But like everything that starts with war and ends up in your kitchen, see, microwave oven, this technology is now in your cabinet. They move, they hide, and if you listen closely in the middle of the night, you might hear a lid whispering in Morse code. Now here comes the alien part. Yes, of course there are aliens, because think about it. You really believe the absurd geometry of those containers is human? You think we invented a hexagonal container that only fits an oval lid with a slightly inverted spiral ridge? Come on, that thing was clearly designed by an intelligence from another galaxy, one without opposable thumbs and probably fueled by soup absorbed via osmotic membranes. What no one wants to admit is that Tupperware containers are, in fact, interplanetary monitoring devices. Every lid has a quantum microchip that connects to a subdimensional network controlled by the Zorblaxians, an alien race responsible for managing the flow of household rage on Earth. Every time you lose a lid and yell, "Where the hell is this damn lid?" an emotional energy pulse is collected and converted into spiritual fuel for their planet. Now do you understand why the lids are never, absolutely never, in the right place? But wait, it gets worse. You think you threw out that melted container after the microwave incident, right? Thought it disappeared with the trash? No, it was collected by invisible drones from Nestle. It's all part of an ultra-secret project called Operation Infinite Container, developed in partnership with IKEA, NASA, and the National Institute of Domestic Disorientation, NIDD. These corporations know everything. They're behind the chaos. And even worse, they've enlisted our help without us even knowing. Ever wonder why you keep buying more containers even though you know you're going to lose the lids again? That's not poor judgment, that's mind control. And here comes the best part. I found a 23-second video on a shady dark web forum called tupperexpos.mugov. It shows a man, faceless, clearly wearing a mask made of Tupperware lids, placing one container inside another until he finds the perfect lid. And the exact moment it fits, the video glitches, vanishes, and a flashing message appears. Now they know you know. Since then, my microwave doesn't beep anymore. My dog only barks when I'm in the kitchen, and last night, my Alexa started whispering container brand names at 3 a.m. Coincidence? Wake up, my friend. Nothing is coincidence. Now maybe you're laughing, thinking this is all a joke. Oh, he's just being funny. But think about it. What if, just what if, it's all true? What if Tupperware is the greatest social psychological experiment in human history? Because let's face it, they're in every home. We all have at least 10, and not a single one matches. How? So, the next time you open that drawer and the right lid isn't there, stop. Take a deep breath. Look around. Maybe there's an invisible drone in the corner of the ceiling. Maybe your cat is being remote controlled. Maybe, just maybe, your microwave is an intergalactic transmitter. And the only way to stay safe is to eat straight from the pot. But if you still want to rebel against the system, here's my advice. Buy a set of glass containers with silicone lids. They won't match either, but at least they'll break and you'll have a legit excuse to throw them out. And maybe, just maybe, the Zorblaxians will lose the signal long enough for you to stash that last piece of lasagna without needing 3 lids, 2 rubber bands, and a small prayer. Sounds fake, but it's not. Stay vigilant and store your food wisely.